the veteran Nick Folk about ready to get this show started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. On the return, it's Brandon Codrington. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Allen now on second down. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Allen on third down. He's got his man right side. It's complete. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Bills first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Buffalo.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
First down throw there is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Putting the tight end in motion. One more time going up top with Allen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
We'll try and run here with Cook. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he's got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
They'll try it now with Cook, and he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
There's a lot of guys out there, Mike, that over the last couple years, the start of Justin Fields' career, they love nitpicking his game. It's a little unconventional. He's not an in-rhythm, on-time pocket quarterback. but I think that's okay. I think some of the criticism is fair, but there's one thing you can't deny. He is electric with the ball in his hands, both escaping the pocket and as a designed runner. I think they need to lean into his strengths as a player. Don't shy away from him, because when he's playing at the top of his game, man, he is the ultimate weapon. And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
That's caught inside. It's complete. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
Off the play action, here's Fields. No chance at all. He'll go down. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
They gave him the impossible task of being so far behind the sticks and saying, hey, go salvage this series. And he almost pulled it off. What a great run. And in most instances, it would be rewarded with the 1st down.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. Pushed out to his left. He'll try and get there. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize them all. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Hall. Going the wrong way, tackled back at the 7.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Fields. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Tyler Johnson. Touchdown, Jets. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jets will take a 7-0 lead.
The score, Jets 7, Bills nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Now Cotrington to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Cook. Able to slip one tackle, but not another. Will be fortunate to get this one back to the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun. Throw here for Allen. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, here is Allen. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Buffalo.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Bills 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here, and he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
Run out of the gun with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of 2.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bills 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll take this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Andre Cisco. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 29-yard line.
In motion, Shakir. To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
These are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This from an even 50 yards out. Prater's kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now, Fields. It's made right side. It's Johnson. And that keeps puts him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2 as we are ready to get back underway. Fields now on second down. He'll go right and find his running back. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Jets first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
To the outside, complete to Johnson. And no chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll take this down to the 47. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Fields. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
26-yard line.
They'll run. This is Hall. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Another run here with Hall. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
To throw is Fields. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
First down. Fields. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
On the pickup.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Now a second down throw for Fields. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Justin Fields. Touchdown, New York. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Folks, extra point is good. And the Jets extend their advantage to 14-3.
Bills 3.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bills offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. To start this drive. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Buffalo.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Throw it on second down. It's Allen. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it's going to be third down. To the air is Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with, how well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills are back within 4. It is 14-10.
14, Bills 10.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. Woo! Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. First and 10 now from the 36. Fields to throw. Moving to his right. Now he'll run it. A big play for the Jets. A gain of 57 yards.
It's a gain of 57 yards. That's good for a Jets first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
That's about as electric as it gets for the quarterback position. There's just frankly not a lot of guys in the league that are capable of making such a play. You could see when he turned into a runner, there was an extra gear in there, and when he was all said and done, he sets up first and goal.
Here's Fields. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
3rd and goal. He'll try to run with the ball. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Reese Hall, touchdown, New York. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Now, folks, on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets are out to a 21-10 lead.
Bills 10.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On the handoff, this is Cook. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It is a big run by Cook. It's a gain of 34.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Allen going to throw on 1st and 10. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
2nd and inches. Tight end going in motion here. Allen now on 2nd down. Pass caught by Shakir. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And he'll take it on in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are back within 4. It's 21-17.
Bills 17. Matt Prater set
So
to
now
kick off.
Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. A first down throw for Fields. Open man is Johnson. He's got it.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Second down. It's Fields. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
That one complete to Johnson. And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 21-yard line.
Fields now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Greg Russo gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And the Jets will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. So, halftime.
Okay, Mike,
ahead.
thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando Studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Jets offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Fields. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And he'll be brought down to 45. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Fields now. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
So on 4th down, out comes Austin McNamara to punt for New York. Back deep is Brandon Codrington. And good coverage by Putty. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. It's Cook. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They send the tight end in motion. Once again, it's Cook. 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Buffalo.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This one caught right side by Knox. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll run. It's Ty Johnson.
Ty Johnson, ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and 6. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
On 4th down, here comes the Aussie Cameron Johnston to punt. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Fields. He'll get this out to his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 5. Fields. This one on target for Johnson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's good for it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. They're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
And the Jets.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Now, Fields. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The linebacker, Matt Milano, in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
And he stood tall in the pocket, hoping something would open up downfield, but this pass rush, they've been relentless in their pursuit of the quarterback, and they're able to bring him down for a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. Off-balance throw. It's complete. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jets will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top of the conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. A run up the middle with Cook. And this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but he does show you that make-you-miss ability that he has.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as he gets this up past the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 7. 1st down, Buffalo.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game, and that's a nice pickup there.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Man in motion is Coleman. So now they'll throw it with Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Bills.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that will lead to a second down. To throw again, it's Allen. That's to the left side, taken in by Coleman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
We'll try and run here with Cook. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
He'll try and throw for it with Allen. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have the Bills first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains. In motion, Shakir. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10, and it's Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
And it's third down.
In motion, Shakir. Allen on third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
5-yard line. First and goal, Buffalo.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Here's Cook. And he will score. Game on. James Cook. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Prater on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, it's Williams. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
2nd down, it's Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And in motion is Coleman. On 1st down, it's Allen. Into the hands of Coleman. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Slot man in motion right. To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
A gain of 18.
They get 18 on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
It's the combination of size and speed that really differentiates Josh Allen from the rest of the quarterbacks in the league. So it makes a lot of sense that they're going to get the ball in his hands as often as possible. We just saw why there.
bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Taken down at the 22-yard
That's
line.
13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
In motion, Shakir. Allen, the throw on 1st and 10. That is caught. What a throw. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Buffalo. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. We're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Now Prater to tack on the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills have taken a 4-point advantage.
Bills 31, Jets 27.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Williams now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jets offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
That's good.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the
And this is a tricky part of the
line.
game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd
This is a
and
guy
12
that we're used to seeing make a lot of his
35-yard
plays in the
line.
back end. Mike kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Right here with Hall. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
36-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Here's Fields to keep it himself. He'll take this forward for about 5.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 4. Fields now. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Third down and 4.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field, but they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
Fields now to throw on first down. There's that man again. Another catch.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Taking a shot downfield for Smith. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Off the play action, here's Fields. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He'll try to run for it. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17
yards. That's good for another Jets. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
That's just a big-time play by this quarterback on fourth down. You can see he starts first look covered. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, use his legs to pick up the first down, and they're still alive.
He was brought down by Taylor Rapp. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Now Fields. He'll step, and he will get into the end zone. Justin Fields. Touchdown, Jets. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He knocks it through. And the Jets go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Bills 31.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Now Codrington to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. He'll find Shakir open right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Allen to throw again. He takes off. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
It'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Now, 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bills 38, Jets 34.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Williams on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jets offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Fields to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd and 6 coming up. To throw is Fields. Right back to Rhodes, and he's got it again. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Needing to convert here on 3rd and inches. Back to throw is Fields. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 10 yards. And the Jets have a 1st down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best 1st down play call to your quarterback. The field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Toss left side, caught by his running back. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Fields. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Fields. And this is going to So this one in the win column for the Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.